Hi, can you please tell us your name, where you're from, and who you're representing here?
My name is Dr. Asmat Khalid. I'm the Minister of Education, Kurdistan Regional Government, Iraq.
And tell us, what did you think of the conference? What was your general impression?
It was a wonderful conference, really. And for me, I consider this conference was a very successful one. First of all, because it was okay, because they were able to gather people from different parts of the world, different cultures, different religion, and there were so many discussions related to very important subjects. For me, there were two towers very important. One of them about education, and the other is character building. For the people, of course, for me, it's important to look to the building of character of the students. So it was very important subjects because we in Kurdistan region of Iraq are planning for a general reform of our system. So taking these notes in consideration, it will help us a lot to go through a correct steps.
And in your own words, what is the role of education in promoting peace globally?
Education is building the personality and the belief of the people. First of all, when the child grow, he will be impressed by his parents. Later on, the teacher and the environment of the school who are creating or influencing his personality and influencing the way he think and he behave. If we try to put in his personality the culture of tolerance, the culture of forgiveness, and peace supporting, of course, by the end of the way, he will be like that in his behavior as an adult person.
And what is it that you're going to take away from this conference to start putting immediately into practice when you get back to your home?
Really, there are a lot of things I want to take, but I will just focus on two things. One of them, I was very impressed by the Academy of Leadership, really. So they were training students from the early age how to be a leader by giving them the opportunity to go to assist and to teach at the schools. And the second thing is really there was an evening school so that after they finish the formal hours of the study, they continue with the students with non-formal programs, which also give them an additional push to create a better character and then to give them an opportunity to understand more about the global and about non-curriculum things, really. So that was very important things for me, two topics.
Matt, do you have any questions you want to ask?
I heard that you had offered, you invited the conference to come to Kurdistan. I heard that in one of the sessions you invited folks to come, especially in the one with the Native Americans. You said, my people, we beat drums like that. We have dances, we have cultures, but we also share a struggle. What do you have to say about that?
Oh, yes. There is one thing very important. A lot of people, they don't know about Kurds and their history and about the problems that they are facing everywhere they are. So I was wondering when I hear from the Native American or the Indian American the histories of their life, I was just thinking that they are repeating what we were suffering and we are suffering now in our country. So please, I ask every single person to go and to explore in the internet about the genocides Kurdish people in Iraq and other parts of Kurdistan are subjected for the past 2 or 3 or 4 decades. Really, we were the nation that being attacked by chemical weapons after the Second World War, and 5,700 persons in one town, they were killed by the chemical weapon, and more than 10,000 were injured. Some of them, they are suffering until now. And we are the largest nation in the global that we don't have our own country. We have our own land, but it has been separated between 4 countries. And now we, as a federal part of Iraq, also we are struggling and we are suffering from misunderstanding of the Iraqi legislation or constitution. And maybe from time to time, we are just subjected to pressure. Okay, military actions will be against Kurdistan now, today, tomorrow, after tomorrow. So still there is unstable condition.
How do you think building solidarity with the folks that you've met here, or by dialoguing here with people, you can bring a greater peace to your country or a greater amount of freedom to your people? Also, my other question is, have you had a chance to meet with any American officials from the Department of Education here?
Uh, Unfortunately, no, not this time. I didn't meet any one of them. The dialogue is the way we believe to solve our problems, really. We are a very peacekeeping community, and Kurdistan region of Iraq is an example of tolerance, forgiveness, and then freedom, liberality. So all other minorities from Iraq, when they were expelled under pressure of races or of, let me say, religion, they were all displaced to Kurdistan region, and they are living there as their second part of their homeland. So we believe with peace, we believe with dialogue, we don't believe with military actions, but sometimes you will be subjected if you will or you don't will. In our history, always we have been subjected to military actions from different countries at different times, and we were most of the times the victims of that actions.
What does it mean when other people identify you as Iraqi first or Turkish first, and then Kurdish as a nation within a nation?
That is the way that the media would like to identify Kurdistan. They don't say there is a Kurdistan region and then in Iraq, and it's a peaceful part, and people there are happy. There is no terrorist attacks. There is a fast economic development. No, nobody says that, but they bring the name of Iraq, or in other countries the name, to just identify instability of the area, which is not fair.
They try to attach it
Yeah,
to you.
which is not fair. So we invite people to come and to see, and every single person who visited Kurdistan, I'm pretty sure he worked as an ambassador for the reality, not for the Kurdistan.
If you had something to say to someone either watching here in America or in China or anywhere in the world, what would it be about your country?
I would like just to mention that Kurdistan region of Iraq is a different situation than other parts of Iraq. So I am asking the investors and the visitors to come and to visit Kurdistan to see, and there is a big opportunities for all of them to invest there, and there is good business there.
And if I were to come to Kurdistan with you, and you were to show me some part of your town or where you live, what would you show me?
Well, I will show you the style of the life. I can take you to some historical areas. I can bring you to maybe shopping centers, and then I will take you to some places that you don't think it is available in the world. You can go to the exchange center and you will see thousands of dollars and dinars just in an open tables, and people are just making exchange, no guards, no weapons, and nobody else are watching them. This is not available even in Washington, D.C. I'm pretty sure it's not available. The cities are open 24 hours. Everybody you see from their faces smiles and the belief of the life.
And as far as your delegation, I see you're here with many people. Like this gentleman here, did you know him beforehand? Did you come together, or how did you guys come together?
Well, I don't know him in person, but when he introduced himself, yes, I know his relatives. And he is one of the victims of Al-Anfal. He was displaced from his own village, and they brought him to a campus nearby. It was not a campus like a prison, nearby Erbil, and they continued to stay there, but they were good people, and he continued to get his education, and now he's graduate from the university and attending the conference of the peace. So a victim of a genocide to be a supporter of the peace. This is the way that we are educating our new generation how to be a positive citizens for the world.
And did you know you'd be meeting a minister from Kurdistan here?
No, actually, I didn't expect that I would meet the doctor here, the minister. But after I see him, after I heard his inspirational words, after I see him, how he's supporting our nation, how he's supporting our cause of independence, how he's from his presentations, the way he gives the other people, other nations, the way we teach our we teach our students, we teach our young leaders in our society. It's really amazing for me, and I'm very honored to see him here and to share the same common goal that that joined us here together right now, and to spread the message of peace and tolerance and like brotherhood from our Kurdistan to all parts of the region, starting from Atlanta, Georgia.
And let me just say, I saw you speaking the other night to someone from, he was speaking to a fellow from Kenya, and there was a woman from Nigeria, and we had a wonderful conversation. I think you've been a wonderful ambassador for your country as well. I'd like to thank both of you. If you have any last things to share, please.
Thank you very much, please. But I ask you, whenever you have an opportunity to speak about Kurdistan and Kurds, please don't save any effort.
I have, and I would ask the same as all the people. Thank you for being here to share your message and your struggle.
Thank you. Well, the last thing I want to say, I will invite every young leader in all corners of the world to just visit Kurdistan and see how Kurdistan is economically, educationally, academically fast growing. So I invite, as our minister just mentioned, so I invite all of them to see the reality and to become the ambassador of our nation and see the thing we have suffered from. We have subjected to many torture, to many crucial things, but we raise as a nation. We support peace, and we support tolerance, and we support brotherhood.
Can I ask one thing? You as a child growing up there, and I think when you look at youth can relate to other youth without hatred. They don't know about politics yet, or they're living under politics, they're living under situations. Well, what is the life like for youth in Kurdistan, and what is it that they want?
You know, there is one reality in Kurdistan. Maybe when we come here, nobody talks about politics, nobody talks about what's going on under closed doors, but it's like opposite in our region, because we have been suffering so much. So every individual, every person in society, no matter it's woman, no matter it's old, no matter it's young, they are involved in politics. Like it's all part of life. So we try to become a peaceful nation, but to get our rights. So we are honored as a Kurd to be in Atlanta, which is the center of civil rights for people, for our fellow black people, black Americans people. So we're honored to be here. We know how they suffered, and we want to tell them what we have been through. So we have all common things, but we have the one goal, which is peace and tolerance and brotherhood among each other.
And has the message been heard here? Have you had a chance to share that with many people?
Sure, I have met, as we met the other day, we met people from different culture, from different countries, from Africa, from Asia, from America, from all corners of the world. They came here. They are here. They're sharing their stories, and they are telling us what they have tried to develop, to build in their own society, and how they work it for peace. And we at the Kurd, we are here to share our stories of how we built our education, after how we built our society after we've been through, we've subjected to many tyrannical events. So, but we were happy to be here to share our stories and to say we're a peaceful nation.
This is my last question. I see you're wearing something special. Is this traditional Kurdish dress? And what's it called?
Yeah, it's yes. We as a Kurd, we have our traditional clothes. So this tradition used to be subject for many years. That the Kurds were banned to wear its own traditional clothes. But today, I'm very proudly wearing it and showing to people that we're not just as a peaceful, but we have the best, most beautiful culture.
What is this called?
This is called this is represent our traditional part of the region. This is Barzanian style of Kurdish clothes, which include the belt, which we call it shitik, and like a trouser. Like it's very comfortable and it's very warm. And it also, we used to wear this in the mountain because like it support the back, because our fathers and our mothers, they used to carry like to carry stuff by their back. So this was very helpful for keeping their back safe, and also because our part of the country is cold. So also this belt was very supportive to keep them warm.
So by you wearing this today after it was banned or not allowed or looked down upon, it's an act of reclamation of your culture.
Sure, definitely. So I don't just want to spread my message with words, but with culture, with visibility. So thank you again for the opportunity, and wish the message would be heard by the all people from the corner of the world.
Well, it can be seen anywhere right now. We're live on the internet, and it's going to be available for you guys to watch afterwards. So thank you so much. Thank you.